Wait, there's already the first question far left. You have to wait, Jean-Claude.
My good friend, Augusto, if you have this next thing moves all the day, a lot of times. Which is the presumed duration without any breaking? And second, is it possible to make it in other metals to make it a little less expensive? Less expensive, no. In future, things are not becoming less expensive. Aurel, you agree, huh? When you buy watches on auction, normally they are more expensive than when you bought them in 1950.
If they're well made.
Exactly, and this one is well made. Now, can we do it in another material? Yes, the professor are here. They already told me that there are other materials possible. Duration, that I must ask the professor, because I don't know how long will be the duration. It means he is asking, will it break?
maybe you want
in
to
a polite way.
What's the honor to answer this question.
Yeah, the system is very resistant to shocks. It's equivalent to a normal mechanical movement. The movement is certified as a normal watch in our laboratory, and it's very good for shock resistance. Now, in terms of metal manufacturing, we are working on a new process to improve the manufacturing. And coming soon, probably next year, you will see a new version of this regulator using new materials, not in silicon, but more industrial and probably less expensive. But less expensive, you don't know the price of this escapement. Yeah, but it's not very expensive.
Thank you very much.
It was quite an important answer, because he has just revealed that we are in the beginning of this process, that there will be constant improvements and developments.
It is the first presentation of what we have in our laboratory. It's exactly the translation of what we have in our lab. And just a remark, it's 15 Hertz for this oscillation. Why the frequency of 15 Hertz? It's just to pay a tribute to Zenith, because grandfather, El Primo, invented in 1969, has a frequency of 5 Hertz. This one is 3 times more. Why? It's just to demonstrate that in 1969, we had a frequency of 5 Hertz to get a power reserve of 50 hours of power reserve. With this system, we are beating 3 times more to reach 60 hours of power reserve. It is a demonstration that this system is accurate, but also consumes less energy.
Thank you very, very much. I remember that Jean-Claude, yourself, you had a question that you wanted to ask yourself.
No, I had 2 remarks. The first one, I want to ask Mr. Jack Hoyer to come on stage, because he is our father, he is our grandfather, he is our bravo, Jack. And Jack has done it to come today, and I must say we feel very honored, because Jack has an office in Dag Hoyer. He comes from time to time, and he's instrumental in our future. And that, I think, is just fantastic, and that is why you are so young, because you are connected to the future, and whoever is connected to the future cannot be old, because the future is not old, the future is tomorrow. And that, for this, Jack, I want to thank you. And if you go one day to Gstaad, be careful, he will ski much faster than you. Bravo, merci.
I'm delighted about this project. I've been following this project for now 3 or 4 years, and you've kept me, thank you very much, up to date. And last meeting was with the engineers, and I am so proud about for Guy and his team, what they achieved, that you will have to agree this is a major step in our industry, which is a total revolution, and in a few years from now, the old mechanical watch style will be probably forgotten to a big degree. Thank you very much.
In fact, if I may, what Jack Hoyer just said about in a few years it will be forgotten. I have a question to everyone here, Jean-Claude, Julien, and Guy. We've transmitted today's presentation live on Facebook. That means 250,000 people viewed it. You revealed all the secrets. I mean, there's a good chance there's already somebody at home trying to make it himself. How do you protect yourself that this is yours? Because, you know, once the bicycle was invented, everybody else could do a bicycle. So, will we now see just every brand across the planet implementing this new oscillator? How do you do it? How do you handle this?
I mean, that was my first concern when I discovered all this research and project. And it was the first question I asked to Guy, right? And Guy has a very good answer.
The system is patented. We have many patents on this technology, but patents, it's not really an assurance, particularly in China. You can copy, of course, this invention, but how to do? You put the system in a copier, in a Xerox, to get a picture, a drawing, and after you can ask, for example, CSM in Neuchâtel to manufacture the product with silicon, but it is just impossible. If you don't know the equations to create the right design, you don't reach the right accuracy of the drawing, and it's not possible to produce the regulator. It is just impossible to copy this technology.
He is writing a book that we might release, I hope, if he has time, at Basel. The book has 200, it's a little book like this, 220 pages of mathematic formulas. 220 pages of mathematic formulas have brought him at the end of the book to the regulator. And that is what he's saying. You cannot copy it. You must copy the mathematic formula, which is 220 pages.
A good example is like when you go to a good restaurant and you have nice food, and after the dinner you want to buy the book of the chef, of the grand chef. Okay, you are very happy with nice pictures, and you go back at home and you want to duplicate, to reproduce the same cooking process, and when you see the results, you know you are not a chef.